to Odyssey Writing Workshop. My friend over there, Jason, went for a Clarion workshop, and there are a lot of things you can do. So if you are a sci-fi, fantasy, or horror writer, I'm looking for a writer's group. So look for me. We can form a group, we can work together, we can write together.
I'm absolutely yours.
Form a community. We should.
Go and find her. And I taught at Clarion last year. It's a 5-week-long course, boot camp for writers, I taught a week. And what I'm loving right now is every week that goes by, an email comes in from one of the agency people at Clarion going, yeah, I told the story, and you'll go, yeah. And the stories are getting told, so it's really good. Definitely worth it.
Okay, so one last question.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
In blue.
in the right front.
From
No, the purple front.
very, very blue.
Yes. Good boss.
So I love this, they're very happy. Yeah, so it's great to meet you too, and I think my question would be a bit not so significant compared to others, but I really want to know because I heard your song and Google you, and I really love the song a lot. It's like so ridiculous and but so weird, I can't my friends, so I just want to know the story a bit more behind it, like how to start a song, the melody first or lyrics first, and from the story behind it, sound like yes.
So I Googled you. Actually began with a lady named Perry Lyon, who was sort of occasionally does cabaret things in New York. And I met Perry, and this was before I knew, actually it wasn't before I knew Amanda, it was, I think the same week I got Amanda's first email saying, my friend Jason Weatherly says that we should say hello. I'm Amanda Palmer, I'm from the Gaiman and Amanda. So that week, Perry Lyon asked me if I would write a song for her singing cabaret in New York. And I was sick, I had flu, I was in Ireland, I was meant to be writing the graveyard book, and couldn't really get my head up to the point of writing fiction. So I thought, I'll write a song about, I thought, well, I'll write, if it's a cabaret thing, I should write a torch song. I should write one of those songs that people sing in smoky bars at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I thought, nobody in smoky bars at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, give me another drink, there's this girl I love. They're sitting at home, Googling that. That's what they're doing when you have a lost love these days, and your heart has been broken, but you obsessively need to find out, oh my God, the bitch. I don't. Type in her name. Oh. She's in Paris. And I thought that's sort of, I'll write a song that sounds like it should be sung late at night, like Sinatra. And I wrote the melody and the words. I sort of roughed out the words and had a sort of a melody. And I just knew that it had to do that Frank Sinatra kind of Google you. I gave it to Perry and forgot about it. And Perry recorded it, or she didn't record it, she sent me a recording of her doing it. And I love Perry, she has a great voice, but she worked with an arranger, and by the time they finished with it, the melody was no longer really the melody that I gave her. But it's so sure. And during the week, for the 5 days that I was staying at Amanda's place at the Town Club, we were taking photos very, very late at night. These photos in the book of Amanda being carried by mysterious people through the night over her shoulders and stuff. All these late night photos with our photos being shot at 3 o'clock in the morning. And Amanda and Kyle and I were talking, and somehow the subject of torch songs came up. And I said, oh, I wrote one of those. And Carl said, dude? I said, yeah, do you want to hear it? I said, yeah. So I went over to my computer, I had the lyrics, and I sang, I Googled it. And Amanda said, hang on, stay there. And she disappeared off up to her room, returned about 2 minutes later with some kind of recording in one, and said, sing that again, into this. So, I did. And she said, that's really cool, I'll do it, I'll cover it. Thank you, that's really nice. And I thought, never mind. 3 days later, she did her first gig of the tour in San Francisco. And did I Google you? Which maybe 4 days later, but it was absolutely immediately, and I was gobsmacked. You know, suddenly, it's on YouTube. I'm going and did you do anything?
That's the whole story. No, that's not the whole story. That's sometimes I've been recording yet. Very excited to record that song at some point. And we both have the fantasy of doing a great video for it in some really gross seedy lounge somewhere with a disco ball. and an awful dress made of red sequins, red and turquoise sequins. I think that's it.
Yep, that's it.
The one thing I want to point out is that sadly you can't, we have a few copies of the book for sale somewhere that are coming in, but there's not very many. And I was actually told by one of the journalists that I talked to today that it's not easy to order this book through the internet. I guess people have tried, and you have to send a fax, apparently. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can make it easier to order. But we were also talking about maybe getting someone to retail this book in Singapore so people can buy it. And I don't know where that would. Do you know where that would be?
Well, Bernard of GAP Comics was saying something about bringing in, Bird's over there.
Yeah. But what I will do is, since there is going to be a signing, I'll put out a list for Singapore mailing list, and then I can email everybody if the book is available in the store, and I'll email you too if I'm coming back for any shows or anything like that. And I think most of you probably already know because it's part of all the stuff we're doing, but I'll be playing tonight out on the lawn at around 9 o'clock. And also I have a gig tomorrow night at Stereo Lab. So, and you'll be there too. So we'll keep seeing you. And happy Halloween, everyone. I keep forgetting this Halloween.
So, we're going to have a private meeting after this. Just stay in the hall first. Ushers will.
If anybody wants Amanda to sign anything, if anybody here just wants Amanda to sign, we'll organize that.
Yeah.
She is the right, so her stuff is signed first.
So if everyone just stay in the hall first, and then we'll get this over. Thank you, everyone.